retired from a busy working life in 2010. Mike was diagnosed with dementia in 2011, so it wasn't much of a retirement. However, I have to say, because I'd had such an active life, because I'd done such fun things in my career and been all over the country and enjoyed things, I didn't feel deprived that I had to suddenly start being the major decision maker, because all those years prior, I couldn't change a vac belt, I couldn't unscrew a bottle. Mike did all of those things alongside everything else, so the harmony just changed a little bit, but I relished the idea of taking on the responsibility, because I couldn't have gone from being mad busy working and having the life that we'd lived of activity and suddenly sitting around watching Coronation Street. I'm sorry, that's just not the life we had. So we would gently do the transfer of things. We would gently make sure that every angle was covered so Mike was safe. I can tell you a story about 2016 when we were given a pilgrimage to Lourdes. Some lovely friends of ours had organised a walk. They'd organised a charity walk for us to raise some funds because of all the charity work that we'd done in the past. They said it was our turn, and 150 people walked for us, and £2,000 was raised for us to use for take us to Lourdes. Well, I mean, it was remarkable. It was really lovely time. So we went along to Lourdes and we had a lovely time. The first few days were absolutely perfect. In fact, on my lounge wall, I've got a photograph of us in the afternoon of a day when an incident took place that neither of us, or none of us, or anybody in the party would ever forget. Mike decided on the evening of the fourth day that he would go for a walk. Told no one, not even me. He got up out the room and he said he was going to the toilet, and he didn't go to the toilet. He went out through the main room and into the hallway. I had just got a slip on, so I had to get dressed and follow him. I was 3 minutes after him, and unfortunately it took us 5 hours to find him. He had walked 10 kilometres because he'd just gone for a walk. The police brought him back from Sant'Angeli's, which is a town nearby Lourdes. Everybody was out looking for him. Everybody was looking around the sanctuary. All the young students were out looking for him, but Mike wasn't in Lourdes. He'd gone for a walk, and he'd just taken to the main road and gone for a walk. When he got back, the hotel were amazing. They looked after us beautifully and kept us all fed at 10 o'clock at night. And then the following morning, Mike and I were sitting in bed, and I said to him, "Darling, we were so worried about you last night." And he said, "Why? What happened last night?" I'd gradually learnt that not only had I to take the decisions, but I had to make absolutely sure that within 6 years of his diagnosis that he was never alone. Because one after another, we would hit what I called first-time challenges. And first-time challenges really meant that you'd no experience of that. You didn't know that that was going to happen, neither did he, and you only had one shot at it. So we had to be very careful about his security. I can give you another example where he wanted to go play snooker with a friend. I went to collect the friend because the friend wasn't driving at the time. When we came back, no Mike. Mike had walked 4 miles to the snooker hall. We drove to the snooker hall, panicking. I looked in the window and there he was, playing snooker with total strangers. What they thought was going on, I can't imagine. But that was him. If he got something in his head, it was actioned. And that's how he coped, by just keeping his independence as long as he possibly could. But for me, it was a constant worry.